I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, Advanced Research Chemical, Rogers State University, and by viewers like you. Thank you.
The Vinita Hornets and the Riverfield Ravens are here for the Season 9 championship of I Want Answers. Hello and welcome to our 9th season of Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Anna Berry, and this season we started with 16 high school academic teams from Northeast Oklahoma, and now we are down to the final 2 teams tonight. So welcome back, Vinita and Riverfield. So these teams are competing for $12,000 in scholarship money that will be awarded tonight. And each member of tonight's winning team will receive $2,000 in scholarship money. And each member of the second place team receives $1,000 in scholarship money. So let's start off by meeting the players from Vinita. All right, welcome back, Vinita. We have team captain Zane Smith, a senior. We have Tyler Selinsky, a senior. We have Franklin Griffin, a senior. And we have Victoria Grossman, a junior. Welcome back, Vinita, and good luck. All right, let's meet the players from Riverfield. Welcome back, Riverfield. We have Sashwat Singh, team captain and a senior. We have Robert Hale, a junior. We have Brendan Paul, a junior. And we have Miles Capehart, a junior. Good luck, gentlemen. All right, so y'all ready to play? You a little nervous? It's a big deal. Someone's gonna win, and you guys know what I want. Answers. See, you know by now. You know by now. All right, audience, we begin our competition tonight with the speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answered questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, we begin. The heat index is a measure of how hot it feels outdoors as a result of air temperature and what other atmospheric factor? Vinita.
Humidity.
Correct. What form of wordplay is illustrated in this? Did you hear about the optometrist who fell into a lens grinder and made a spectacle of himself? Vinita?
Irony.
Incorrect. A pun. Yeah. Friction converts kinetic energy into what? Vinita?
Heat.
Correct. Within 12 years of its invention, what Indian nation officially adopted Sequoia's alphabet? Vinita?
The Cherokee.
Correct. The director of what federal agency has an office in the J. Edgar Hoover Building in the District of Columbia? Vinita?
The FBI.
Correct. The unit of pressure is named for what 17th? Vinita?
Pascal.
Correct. What is the first dependent clause in the Gettysburg Address? Vinita?
80 many years ago.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
And 7 years ago?
Incorrect. It is that all men are created equal. A successful flame test for potassium emits what color? Vinita?
Purple.
Correct. Correct. Violet, purple, yes. All right, we have a video question from GRDA.
Hello, my name is Roy Higginbotham. I'm a tour guide here at GRDA. What do we call material that heat or electricity can move through?
Riverfield?
A conductor?
Correct. All right, astronomers divide the celestial sphere into how many constellations? Vinita?
12.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
10.
Incorrect. It's 88. Name the 2 major components of the central nervous system. Vinita?
Nerves in the brain.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
The brain and the spinal cord.
That is correct. What opera by Mozart is named for a high-pitched woodwind instrument? Vinita?
The magic flute.
That is correct. The words moa and kiwi came into English from what language of the indigenous people? Riverfield?
Maori?
Correct. Math question that I'm going to read. If microbes in a flask multiplied from some hundreds to some thousands, their numbers increased by an order of magnitude.
10.
Incorrect. If their numbers increased from some hundreds to some millions, their numbers increased by how many orders of magnitude? Riverfield?
4.
4 is correct. It is easier to sail from Europe to North America by first going south of 30 degrees north latitude and then taking advantage of what winds that blow toward the Caribbean. Vinita?
The trade winds?
That is correct. The world's largest bay is what triangular-shaped body? Vinita?
The Bermuda Triangle.
Incorrect. Of water adjacent to the Indian Ocean. Riverfield?
Bay of Bengal.
That is correct. What economic concept is alluded to in this cliche? Prices go up and the dollar buys less. Vinita?
Inflation?
That is correct. We have a video question from Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation.
A pool table dominates the center of this Van Gogh painting, which portrays the interior of a local restaurant in the evening. Name the painting.
Riverfield?
Potato eaters?
Incorrect. The Night Cafe. What marine creature that is the largest toothed predator is also the largest of the toothed whales? Riverfield?
Sperm whale.
That is correct. What is the background of Norman Rockwell's painting Rosie the Riveter? Vinita?
Yellow.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
A factory.
Incorrect. It's the American flag. The highest point on the Australian mainland is Mount Kosciuszko in what southeastern state? Vinita?
Victoria.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
New South Wales.
That is correct. Who, in 1940, was named head of the French government in exile? Vinita?
De Gaulle.
Correct. We have a video math question for you all.
Hi, I'm Dr. Grenier, math professor at Rogers State University. Consider a triangle with angles labeled as x, y, and z. If the supplement of angle x is 154 degrees and the supplement of angle y is 46 degrees, then how many degrees are in angle z?
Riverfield?
20.
That is correct. In 1938, German troops annexed what German-speaking nation and home of the von Trapp family? Riverfield?
Austria.
Correct. And time's up for the speed round. The score stands at 100 Vinita, 90 Riverfield. Pretty close game. Don't go anywhere. Round 2 is coming up next. We'll be right back.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
At RCB Bank, you are not just a number. You are our neighbor, friend, coworker, PTA partner, business owner down the street, and so much more. We value our relationship with you. We are here to serve you at any of our locations or online at rcbbank.com. With over 50 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, we're everywhere you need us to be. RCB Bank is your hometown community bank, interested in your financial well-being. RCB Bank, that's my bank.
We're Vinita High School, and I'm Zane Smith, and for my future plans, I'd like to attend a college and get a degree in computer science.
I'm Franklin Griffin, and I'd like to attend the University of Oklahoma and study music composition and performance.
My name is Victoria Grossman, and in my future, I'd like to attend college and study psychology.
My name is Tyler Selensky, and I plan to attend college and major in business and global studies.
All right, you all will do just that, and you'll do it really well. Welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. Teams, are you ready for more questions? Because Advantage Round is coming your way next.
Next up, the Advantage Round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to the speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, here is your first speed question. What characteristic of seawater changes rapidly at a halocline? Riverfield?
Salinity.
Correct. Advantage for Riverfield. We have idioms. What phrase from subatomic physics has come to indicate an abrupt, radical, qualitative change of any kind? It's a quantum leap. After taking a strong position and then being proven wrong, a person is said to be eating what kind of bird? A crow. If you are basking in the glory of your past achievements, you are said to be resting on what kind of evergreen tree branches?
Laurels.
Correct. All right, back to speed. What family ruled Florence from 1434 to 1737? Vinita?
Medici.
Correct. Advantage for Vinita. We have legends. The U.S. Coast Guard has empathetically asserted that there is no evidence for more disappearances of ships and planes in what legendary region of the Atlantic than anywhere else in that ocean?
It's Bermuda Triangle.
Correct. Although it is variously described as a dish, a stone, a cup, or more recently, even as a woman, what legendary utensil is associated with Joseph of Arimathea, Lancelot, Percival, and Galahad?
The Holy Grail?
Correct. What opera by Richard Wagner tells of a cursed sea captain who is doomed to sail forever unless he finds a wife who will be true to him?
The Flying Dutchman?
That is correct. Can you say it in German?
Negative.
All right. We have it in German in here too. All right, back to speed, and we have a video question from RCB Bank.
Hi, I'm Erin Pegosh with RCB Bank. What colony issued the first paper money in what would become the United States?
Vinita?
Boston?
Incorrect. Riverfield?
Massachusetts Bay.
Massachusetts Bay is correct. All right. All right. Advantage for Riverfield. We have optics. What type of image is formed from diverging rays of light that seem to come from a point within or behind a mirror or lens?
Inverted.
Incorrect. It's a virtual image. Reminiscent of the superclass Pisces, what is the name for an ultra-wide angle lens that creates a wide panoramic image?
Fisheye.
Fisheye is correct. After developing new methods for grinding and polishing glass telescope lenses, the Dutch astronomer who identified Saturn's rings and discovered Titan was Christian who? Christian Huygens. All right, back to speed. In 1822, Denmark Vesey organized a conspiracy to seize the arsenal in what major South Carolina city? Riverfield.
Chelsea.
Incorrect. Vinita.
Charleston.
Charleston is correct. Advantage for Vinita. We have inventions. In 1926, his prototype called Nell flew for 2.5 seconds, traveled a distance of 184 feet, and achieved an altitude of 41 feet. This was the first successful flight of a liquid-fueled rocket invented by whom?
Werner von Braun.
Incorrect. It's Robert Goddard. The history of what kind of engines includes developments by Hero of Alexandria, Denis Papin of France, Thomas Savery of England, and James Watt of Scotland.
Steam engines?
Correct. Stephanie Kaulek invented polyparaphenylene terephthalamide, a synthetic fiber now used in helmets, bulletproof vests, tires, bowstrings, tennis rackets, and hundreds of other products. When DuPont began manufacturing this product in 1965, it was given what much easier name?
Kevlar.
Correct. All right. Back to speed. We have the first Olympic Games were held in honor of what god? Vinita.
Athena?
Incorrect. Riverfield?
Zeus.
Zeus is correct. Advantage for Riverfield. Canada. Benjamin West's famous painting of a scene in the Battle of the Plains of Abraham in 1759 depicts the death of what British general?
More.
Incorrect. It's James Wolfe. In the 16th century, what navigator discovered the Magdalen Islands and Prince Edward Island, explored Chaleur Bay, claimed the Gaspé Peninsula, and sailed to Anticosti Island before returning to France? Is Jacques Cartier. Although he failed to find the Northwest Passage, an enormous bay west of Greenland and adjacent to the Davis Strait was named after him. Who was the 17th century English explorer?
Hudson.
Incorrect. It's William Baffin. All right, back to speed. We have, what devices were developed for Allied troops in World War I as countermeasures to German attacks using, Vinita?
Gas masks.
Gas masks is correct. All right, advantage for Vinita. Israel. What ancient civilization on the western coast of the Fertile Crescent included lands that are now in Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, Syria, plus additional colonies along the southern Mediterranean extending to the Atlantic?
Sumerian.
Incorrect. It's Phoenicia. What chairman of the Jewish Agency proclaimed the birth of the State of Israel on May 14, 1948, the first Jewish nation in 2,000 years?
Netanyahu.
Incorrect. It's David Ben-Gurion. What assembly elects the president and prime ministers, passes all laws, and approves members of the Israeli cabinet?
Parliament.
Incorrect. Knesset. All right, back to speed. We have a video question from the Tulsa Port of Catoosa.
Hi, I'm Sheila Shook with the Tulsa Port of Catoosa. If you had heard these terms, quarter less three, quarter twain, or Mark Twain, where would you have been?
Vinita?
The Mississippi River.
Correct. All right. Snakes. Advantage for Vinita. Snakes. While hemotoxins destroy red blood cells and neurotoxins destroy nervous tissue, what kind of tissue is destroyed by myotoxins?
Muscles.
Correct. According to Plutarch, Cleopatra tested several deadly poisons on condemned prisoners and concluded that, for her own purposes, the bite of what snake was the least terrible way to die?
Viper?
Incorrect. It's either the asp or the Egyptian cobra. This is one of the premises in the conclusion of a syllogism. What is the missing premise? All pit vipers are poisonous. Therefore, some snakes are not poisonous.
Some pit vipers aren't poisonous?
Incorrect, but close. Some snakes are not pit vipers. All right. Haha, and that is all the time we have for the advantage round. The score now stands at 200 Vinita, 140 Riverfield. Still very close. We've got one more round coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, one of the largest, most inland river ports of the U.S. inland river system. Agricultural commodities, building materials, fuel, and machinery are shipped into and out of the Tulsa Port of Catoosa daily using a combination of barge, rail, and truck. To learn more about the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, visit their website at tulsaport.com. And also by Advanced Research Chemicals, providing customer-focused solutions to basic and advanced chemical applications. ARC has a long history of giving back to our local and international communities. For more information, visit fluoridearc.com.
I love coming into the lab every day. My job is to screen evidence for DNA analysis. When I started at Rogers State University, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But after I took my first chemistry class, I realized that I wanted to be in the lab. It does feel good to go to school and to find a direction and then wind up doing something that I enjoy. Not everyone can say that. It all started for me at Rogers State University.
We're the Riverfield Ravens. I'm Robert Hill, and I've always wanted to be a teacher or a professor or something.
I'm Shashwat Singh. I want to major in political science or economics in college.
Hello, I'm Miles Capehart, and after college, I want to do whatever is most advantageous.
I'm Brendan Paul, and I'm planning on majoring in sports communication to be a play-by-play announcer.
These are my favorite answers of the game. All right, welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. We're down to the final round of our competition tonight. The Whirlwind round is coming right up.
Next up, it's the Whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible, and then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 questions, they receive 10 bonus points.
All right, so Riverfield, your team is trailing right now. You get to pick between one of these 3 categories: Napoleon, business and industry, or presidents. All right, we need an answer.
We'll give them Napoleon.
You're going to give Vinita Napoleon. All right, Napoleon for Vinita. Vinita, please answer these questions about Napoleon. Napoleon rose through the military ranks during which period in France?
The French Revolution?
Correct. In 1804, he crowned himself with what title?
Emperor?
Correct. During his invasion of Egypt, a soldier found a code-breaking artifact.
Rosetta Stone?
Correct. His win at Austerlitz finally dissolved what empire ruled by Francis II?
Oh, the Prussian?
Incorrect. In 1815, he tried to regain power in what campaign named for how long it lasted?
12 Years' War? I don't know.
Incorrect. To raise money for his wars, he sold what territory to the U.S.?
Louisiana.
Correct. In 1805, the British Navy wiped out his fleet in what battle?
Trafalgar.
Correct. He lost most of his army in a disastrous 1812 invasion of what country?
Russia.
Correct. His first exile was on what island?
Cyprus?
Incorrect. His final loss was at which
Waterloo.
battle in Belgium? Correct. Good job. Good job. All right, so Vinita, you all get to pick for Riverfield. You get to pick either business and industry, presidents, or archaeology.
Archaeology.
Archaeology for Riverfield. All right. Answer these questions about archaeology. What does an archaeologist call an object made or modified by humans?
Artifact.
Correct. What slab enabled hieroglyphics to be deciphered?
Rosetta Stone.
Correct. Xerxes lost a large number of ships invading which country?
Greece.
Correct. Which extinct elephant relative is depicted in cave art in France?
Woolly mammoth.
Correct. What isotope is used to find the age of ancient organic specimens?
Carbon 14.
Correct. These were found near Qumran by a Bedouin shepherd.
Shoes.
Incorrect. What is believed to be the primary fuel used in ancient Roman lamps?
Oil.
Okay, incorrect. Judge? Incorrect. Okay. Heinrich Schliemann evacuated which city significant to Greek legend?
Ilion.
Incorrect. All right. That was a whirlwind. Good job. All right, the score stands at 270 Vinita, Riverfield 190. Let's go back to some speed questions. What mascot of an Oklahoma university was named for someone in the Old West who, just before land, Riverfield?
Pistol Pete.
Incorrect. Vinita?
Sooner.
Sooner is correct. Video question from RSU Radio.
Hello, I'm Dakota from RSU Radio. Which Tulsa funk band, popular in the 70s and 80s, is named after the Black Wall Street streets of Greenwood, Archer, and Pine?
Riverfield?
Gap Band.
Correct. All right. In one of his poems, Henry Longfellow says that long, long thoughts are the thoughts of what? Vinita?
Lonely Men.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
Dying men.
Incorrect. Good guesses. Youth. The most common form of hallucination in schizophrenics is the perception of, Vinita?
Voices.
Correct. Located on the southern tip of Texas, what is the largest city along the Rio Grande? Riverfield?
Houston.
Incorrect. Vinita?
El Paso.
Incorrect. It's Brownsville. Restate this sentence in the past emphatic form. I want to be alone. Vinita?
I wanted to be alone.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
I did want to be alone.
I did want to be alone is correct. Olga, Tatiana, Marie, and Anastasia were the daughters of what 20th century empress? Riverfield?
Katerina.
Incorrect. Vinita?
Nicholas.
Incorrect. It's Alexandra. All right. Chemical reactions are possible only if the reactants surmount a barrier known as what kind of energy? Vinita?
Activation energy.
Activation energy is correct. All right, well, that bell concludes tonight's competition. The final score stands at 300 Vinita and 210 Riverfield. That means that Vinita is our winner tonight. Great job to both teams. Oh, wow, great job, great job. What a fun season 9 of I Want Answers. We want to thank all of our sponsors for making the show and the scholarships possible. Also, a big thanks to all of our RSU Public TV staff and our student production crew who have worked so hard all season long to pull the show together each week. And of course, thank you teams for playing, and thank you audience for joining us as we showcase the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic team. So be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. We'll see you next season for another exciting competition of I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, Advanced Research Chemical, Rogers State University, and by viewers like you. Thank you.